But first, state lawmakers are back in Richmond today for a special session where they have just adjourned. Thanks for joining us here at 6. I'm Bill Fitzgerald.
And I'm Janine Samuels. Virginia Democrats are taking steps to redraw the state's U.S. House districts, hoping to boost their party's chances before the 2026 midterm elections.
And that effort, of course, because Virginia is the latest Democratic-controlled legislature to do so after President Trump asked Republican-led states to redraw their maps to give his party a better chance at maintaining control of the House next year.
Our Cameron Thompson is live at the General Assembly building with more. Cam, what's the latest?
Well, they have, as Bill mentioned, both wrapped up in the House and the Senate as they are now racing against the clock to get this done before next Tuesday's elections for Democrats to be able to do what they are trying to do with this constitutional amendment process. And again, what they are trying to do is change the bipartisan commission that was approved by voters in 2020. They need to do a thing where basically lawmakers approve changes to it before Tuesday's election. There has to be the election, and then they'll approve it in January, and then it would go to voters to decide whether to reject or approve changes to the amendment. We still haven't seen the language of what exactly will be done, but lawmakers came out afterwards and said basically they're not doing away with the bipartisan commission, but saying they're trying to give themselves the ability to redraw congressional districts under certain circumstances. And again, prior to the start of the session, we had the members of Virginia's Republican congressional delegation decrying what was happening here today, along with Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earl-Sears, and again, Democrats on the other side saying that this is happening only because President Trump told Republican states to redraw their districts to give his party a better chance in the 2026 midterms. Here's some of what was said on the floor by Republican Delegate Lee Ware, followed by Democratic Delegate Sia Price.
However, just because a bad idea was proposed and even taken up by a few of our sister states, such as North Carolina or California, is not a reason for Virginia to follow suit.
Our entire presence this week is because the actions that Texas and Missouri and North Carolina have taken have triggered this. So the trigger has already been pulled when it comes to attacks on our democracy. So that's why Virginia is here. We are going to do our job to protect democracy.
And now in terms of the timeline for how it's supposed to play out the rest of the week, talking with lawmakers, some will be back tomorrow, but it seems like things might wrap up by Friday. And again, the election is on Tuesday. At the state capitol, Cameron Thompson, CBS 6 News.
All right, thank you, Cam. And as Democrats take on the redistricting, they are facing a number of logistical challenges. You heard Cam mention the biggest, undoing that constitutional amendment passed in 2020. It was supposed to mean all congressional districts would be designed using so-called fair maps. So to change that even temporarily, as Cam described, the laborious process, passing the legislature twice with an election in between, then back on the ballot for voters well enough ahead of next year's congressional elections. As Democrats scramble to hold together their caucus, both in the House and the House of Delegates and the Senate, they've got one-seat margins. Our political analyst, Dr. Bob Holsworth, points out they're trying to solve a problem of their own making.
But what's occurred is that in the states run by Democrats where they have those fair maps, they're saying, oh my goodness, look at what the Republicans are doing, and we've tied our own hands behind our back. We have to untie them. That's what the Democrats are trying to do in Virginia today.
Dr. Bob adds that Republicans will present legal and logistical challenges as well, all with that clock ticking ahead of the 2026 elections.